and today I'm going to recite a poem composed by Sarah K. titled B, If I Should Have a Daughter. If I should have a daughter instead of mom, she's gonna call me Point B, because that way she knows that no matter what happens, at least she can always find her way to me. And I'm going to paint the solar systems on the backs of her hands. So she has to learn the entire universe before she can say, oh, I know that like the back of my hand. And she's going to learn that this life will hit you hard in the face, wait for you to get back up just to kick you in the stomach. But getting the wind knocked out of you is the only way to remind your lungs how much they like the taste of air. There is hurt here that cannot be fixed by band-aids or poetry. So the first time she realizes that Wonder Woman isn't coming, I'll make sure she knows she doesn't have to wear the cape all by herself. Because no matter how wide you stretch your fingers, your hands will always be too small to catch all the pain you want to heal. Believe me, I've tried. And baby, I'll tell her, don't keep your nose up in the air like that. I know that trick. I've done it a million times. But I know she will anyway. So instead, I'll always keep an extra supply of chocolate and rain boots nearby. Because there's no heartbreak chocolate can't fix. Okay, there's a few heartbreaks chocolate can't fix, but that's what the rain boots are for. Because rain will wash away everything if you let it. I want her to look at the world through the underside of a glass bottom boat, to look through a microscope at the galaxies that exist on the pinpoint of a human mind, because that's the way my mom taught me. That there will be days like this, when you open your hands but wind up with only blisters and bruises, when you step out of the phone booth and try to fly, but the very people you want to save are the ones standing on your cape. And when your boots will fill with rain, and when you're up to your knees in disappointment, and those are the days when you have all the more reason to say thank you. Because there's nothing more beautiful than the way the ocean refuses to stop kissing the shoreline, no matter how many times it's sent away. You will put the wind in win some, lose some. You will put the star in starting over and over. And no matter how many landmines erupt in a minute, be sure your mind lands on this beauty of a funny place called life. And yes, from one to over-trusting, I am pretty damn naive. But I want her to know that this world is made out of sugar. It can crumble so easily. But don't be afraid to stick your tongue out and taste it. Remember that good things come in threes and so do bad things. And always apologize when you've done something wrong. But don't you ever apologize for the way your eyes refuse to stop shining. Your voice is small, but don't ever stop singing. And when they finally hand you heartache, when they slip war and hatred under your door and offer you handouts on street corners of cynicism and defeat, you tell them that they really ought to meet your mother. At the moment, I will confess that when I first learned that the topic is spoken word poetry, I was confused and perplexed. I read a few compositions on Google but found them hard for my understanding until I came across Sarah K's B, If I Should Have a Daughter. This poem deals with the relationship between a mother and a daughter. The poetess expresses how the things that she wants her daughter to learn and how she's going to teach them. It also portrays self-belief, determination, compassion, and most importantly, acceptance of situations or acceptance of disappointments. She portrays all of this in just a mere 3 minutes. For example, she has used the phrase like the back of my hand with the picture that she will draw solar systems on the back of her daughter's hands. Or, rain boots will make you think of rain filled in them. However, the poetess has clearly transformed this into life's placeholder for disappointments. Spoken word poetry is said to convey the crowd messages through performance. When I saw her video on Google, I found that poems may not be of perfect rhyme or rhythm, but they can still transform or transcend you into a beautiful world which is converted by the wordsmithy of the poem. I hope that my performance did that too. Thank you.